Hello everybody, today is Wednesday, July 15th. I'm Danny.
I'm Molly.
And today we're going to be headed to Hollywood Studios. It's actually the first official opening day, so I'm really excited to get back.
Me too.
We're just really excited to do everything again and show you guys how Hollywood is handling things as opposed to how Magic is, and the similarities between them. So the first thing I'm noticing is there aren't that many cars here. Huh.
The wait times.
Yeah, we do have a friend inside the park that's telling us that the wait times aren't the best, but hopefully that changes as the day goes by. That has been what has been happening recently, so let's just hope that's what happens today. Over here at Hollywood, they're funneling everybody towards this one tent, and then you go through security. It's the little things you miss the most. As evidenced by the lack of cars in the parking lot, the park is in fact pretty dead. Right now, we're headed over to Toy Story Land to hopefully get some pictures, which you can see at our Instagrams, which I'll link down below.
Cover your mouth and nose when coughing and sneezing, and maintain physical distancing. Thank you.
So that was actually the social distancing and the facial covering message that they play almost on the half hour, I think, around all the parks. So we exited Toy Story Land, made our way back towards the middle of the park, and behind me is Runaway Railway, Hollywood's newest attraction. Currently it's at a 70-minute wait, and the line stretches all the way over there. And on the way out of Toy Story Land, I picked up a Round 'em Up latte, which it's something, and it has animal crackers on it. So if you like animal crackers, then it might be what you gotta get. But it's way too hot to be doing outdoor queues right now. We've got iced coffee, and we're gonna head into Muppet Vision. We got out of Muppet Vision at around 12:55, and the way they're doing boarding groups for Rise of the Resistance is they're releasing one at 10 a.m., one at 1 p.m., and another one at 4 p.m. We waited to get a 1 p.m. return time. I was on the app refreshing as long as I could, really, all of 12:59, and Molly opened the app directly at 1, exactly at 1. It sold out, no joke, less than 5 seconds. I couldn't get a group, and I refreshed exactly at 1, didn't get a group for it. So we'll try again for 4 p.m., but hopefully we get lucky. Even with the park at 25% capacity, Rise is still the most elusive ride to get onto. This is insane. Over here we have one of the relaxation areas where you can take off your mask and just chill for a bit. It's off to the side, off of the market here on Batu. I haven't seen the area around the Millennium Falcon this empty since there was a hurricane coming last year. This is crazy. There's nobody here. There's nobody. You could literally take an empty Millennium Falcon picture. So we just got off of Smuggler's Run, and as expected, they're only allowing one party to get into the Millennium Falcon at once, which made for a pretty fun ride. I got a pretty funny story post, so if you're interested, non-stop plugs on the Instagram. But you know how it is.
It was my first time being a pilot.
Yeah, and she did kind of terribly.
No, you did terribly. But I got motion sickness, like always. So now my stomach hurts, but I mean, it was worth it. I probably won't do that ride for a little while again. I'm definitely not going to do Star Tours, because I always get sick. But
by a little while, she means a couple hours.
No. No. I don't know. Maybe if you buy me a blue milk.
Maybe. We'll see.
Somewhere.
We'll see how much I want to do Smuggler's Run. Because of the social distancing guidelines and just the current situation, both the Launch Bay Theater and the Darth Vader, Chewbacca, and BB-8 meet and greets are closed. So they have Launch Bay as one of the relaxation stations. just wanted to get a shot of the crowds coming down Sunset Boulevard today. Not very crowded, but it is more than we saw yesterday at Magic Kingdom. Made it over here to Rock and Roller Coaster, and it says it's a 45-minute wait, but the line is, it's just a little backed up here, but it's not actually coming out. And because it's socially distanced, I'm curious if it's just, oh, it bumped up to 55. I'm curious if it's just bumped up right now. We'll wait and see. So we're in the loading area now, about to get on the ride, and it's been 13 minutes since we got into the queue, but it said it was a 55-minute wait. So just keep that in mind. Get used to plexiglass, people, because you're going to be seeing a lot of it here at Disney World. As I thought, from the moment we got into line to exiting the ride, it took about 20 minutes. And when we got into line, it said it was a 55-minute wait. Might only be for Hollywood. They might be doing it around the parks. I don't know, but something to keep in mind when you're looking at these insane wait times.
That happens all the time, though.
I know, but it's weird that they're doing it now.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's kind of hard to figure out the wait time when everyone's like socially distanced in line.
That's true.
Because I know how they figure out the wait time is by like how backed up the line is.
Yeah.
So it's hard to like determine when like everyone has 6 feet between them.
That's true. That looks accurate. That looks like it would be around a 45-minute wait to get on Tower of Terror. Get a quick bite to eat here at Docking Bay 7, and the Endorian Tip-Yip salad is definitely one of my favorite items on this menu. It's light, but it's really filling, and it's so good. Even though the park has been relatively dead for most of the day, it's about 4 p.m. now, and you can definitely see the crowd starting to dwindle. Toy Story Land basically has nobody in it now. Everything is 20 minutes. Slinky Dog has gone down to 40 minutes, and the line isn't even stretched all the way out anymore. It seems to me that the rule carries over to Hollywood. The later in the day, the less people there will be. So if you want to miss the morning crowds, then I'd say to get here around like 2 p.m., 3 p.m. Disney has created an anxiety machine, because the minute before the virtual queue drops for Rise of the Resistance, your blood is pumping. Your blood is pumping the entire time that you're just refreshing to get a boarding group. Until we finally got a boarding group, like 30 seconds after 4 p.m., it finally opened up for us and we got a group. It doesn't say on the app what group they're loading right now, but we're gonna head over there now to check. Hopefully we get to ride today, because it's been way too long and I love Rise. It holds a special place in my heart. And Molly has never ridden it.
I'm excited.
But she's also never watched the sequels, so let's just hope we get to ride it. As you can see, I'm soaked. We were here on Batu trying to find out what group was boarding, and it started downpouring. So we ran to cover, and our group got called. So we had to run through the rain and stand in the pouring rain to get into the line. But, you know what? At least we're in the line, so it's worth it sometimes. It has been way too long since I've ridden that ride. It felt incredible to be back on Rise again. If you guys have the opportunity to come, and get on Rise, please do so. So Tower of Terror is currently a 35-minute wait, but earlier when it was 45 minutes, it was backed up all the way here. It seems they're still getting used to the new social distancing queues here at Hollywood. And that's it for Hollywood Studios. Now let's head over to Epcot. All the construction walls are what I miss the most. Truly feels like Epcot in 2020. Priority whenever we get to the parks is to go take pictures, so we're heading over to the World Showcase. So we have Elsa and Anna coming through here. Because this is the longest running food and wine festival to date, they've set up a lot of the booths around the park, but some of them are opening up later. This is one of the ones that I've noticed that is opening this fall instead of opening now with the rest of the booths. So unfortunately, Le Chef de France is closed right now. So really the only place here in France to eat is the food and wine pavilion, or the food and wine booth, I'm sorry. And the other booths over on that side. But you don't have full service dining here in France right now. So here we have the indoor portion of the Food and Wine Festival that they've set up this year. As you guys can see, it's a huge show space, and they have the AC blasting in here. It's really nice too. So they've got kind of like the best in show in here. And wow, is it tempting to hit up every single one of these. But I think the first one I'm gonna go hit up is the mac and cheese one. I can only describe the ambiance in here as chill.
It's so chill. Like I feel like we have to whisper in here.
Yeah, definitely. They have like smooth jazz covers of like all the Disney songs playing.
It's so calm.
It's so nice in here. I could spend the whole day in here. It's so nice. My favorite part of the park right now, as you can see. So I decided to get the lobster mac and cheese. I haven't tried any, but Molly had some.
It's so good. It's definitely some of the best mac and cheese I've had, and I can say that. And I don't really like mac and cheese. So considering I don't like mac and cheese, I think that means something.
I'm very excited to try this.
You like it?
Wow. I have no other words other than just wow.
It's really good, right?
That is really good. It's very like, I'm so glad that the lobster comes through so much.
Yeah, you can really taste the lobster.
Yeah, it's so good. I definitely recommend this. If you're coming to Epcot, go straight to Canada and come right here and try some of this mac and cheese. It is incredible. I can't stop talking about this mac and cheese. Like every single bite, something else pops. It's either like the lobster or the cheese or the panko. Like, oh, it's just so good. We just picked up some dessert and we got the frozen s'mores drink along with a liquid nitrogen M&M cake pop, which Molly couldn't resist. What do you think?
It tastes like chocolate cake, because see, it's chocolate cake.
Okay.
And it's like chocolate on the outside. It's just like cold. It's not
Because
like
of the liquid nitrogen.
yeah.
Right? Okay.
I don't know. I was expecting something different. It's good, but it's a lot of chocolate.
And this is my first time trying the frozen s'mores. That is really good. It tastes like cold, hot chocolate. Plus the marshmallows on top. It really tastes like s'mores though. So they turned off the smooth jazz and now they have someone playing the piano live over here. Decided to come here into the land to escape the heat and ride Soarin'. Let's see if it's actually 15 minutes. So they have plexiglass here and they're not filling the middle seats. We have one party over there and then us over here. Soarin' did end up being about a 15-minute wait. Now we're gonna go do Living with the Land. So now that we just finished doing the land, we are headed over to the seas because I have not done this ride in way too long. And I love Nemo. I would say that it's not too often that this ride has a 10-minute wait, but it is pretty often. It has a 10-minute wait. It's usually walk-on, so it might not be the best ride at Epcot, but it has the AC blasting in here, and right now, that's enough for me. A 10-minute wait to get onto this ride was actually just the plexiglass maze that we have to go through to get into this vehicle. We rode the seas with Nemo and friends, and Molly showed me that I need to ride that ride a lot more.
He doesn't know the Big Blue World song.
I don't
I don't even know if that's actually the name of the song, but I know the lyrics. That's what matters.
Yeah, but I don't know that song, and she was singing the entire time, and I couldn't join her.
It was really nice because like we were the only people on the ride,
Yeah.
so I could, for once, I could be as loud as I wanted. So I was yelling the entire song, which was really fun.
But yeah, now we're gonna head over to Imagination with Figment, and then we're gonna hit up the World Showcase again. So we were coming back towards the World Showcase, and we decided to stop by the Hawaii booth. We picked up a Kahlua pork slider and the teriyaki spam hash. So we've made our way back to the World Showcase, and with that, I'm going to conclude today's vlog. We're going to be heading out in a little bit, but before we go, I wanted to send you guys off with a little extra B-roll I got around the world.